Welcome back to Coins X Tales. We're exploring rare Lincoln 1-cent pennies, coins that have made people rich. Let's find out why you should never overlook these coins. Because who knows, a single coin could change your life. Don't miss this. Top 1. The United States of America Lincoln 1-cent penny 1977 with no mint mark. First look, it feels ordinary. Just another copper penny in your pocket. But what if I tell you that some of these coins are worth far more than 1 cent? The 1977 Lincoln penny features President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This design was created by Victor David Brenner, and it remained one of the most recognized coin designs in American history. The 1977 no-mint mark penny was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. During that time, Philadelphia coins did not carry a mint mark, so no mint mark simply means it was made in Philadelphia. Now here is something important. In 1977, the United States Mint produced billions of pennies. That means this coin is not rare in normal circulated condition. Most examples you find in pocket change are common. But condition is everything in coin collecting. A heavily circulated 1977 no-mint mark penny usually shows wear on Lincoln's hair, cheek, and the steps of the Lincoln Memorial. These are very common and typically worth only a small premium over face value. However, when we move into higher grades, things get interesting. Uncirculated coins with strong luster, sharp details, and no major marks can carry much higher value. Coins graded in mint state 65 and above become more desirable. And when we reach mint state 67 or higher, the coin becomes conditionally rare. Very few examples survive in near-perfect condition because these coins were produced for circulation, not for collectors. Now let's talk about errors. Error coins are what truly excite collectors. Some 1977 no-mint mark pennies have off-center strikes. These happen when the coin blank is not properly aligned during striking. Depending on how dramatic the off-center strike is, the value can increase significantly. Another error to look for is a double die. While major double die varieties are not as famous as some other years, minor doubling on the date or lettering can still attract attention from collectors. Also check for broad strikes and clipped planchets. These mint errors can turn an ordinary penny into something very special. There are also coins with strong red color known as red examples. Copper coins tone over time. If a 1977 penny still has its original bright red luster decades later, collectors pay attention. Red examples in high grade are much more valuable than brown circulated coins. So what is the real market value? In circulated condition, a 1977 no-mint mark penny is generally worth around 1 cent to a few cents depending on condition. In uncirculated mint state 65 condition, the real market value is usually around $5 to $15. In mint state 66, the value can range from $20 to $50 depending on eye appeal. In mint state 67 red condition, auction records have shown prices reaching several $100s. Rare top population examples in exceptional condition have sold at auction for over $1,000. That is the power of condition and rarity within common coins. So before you ignore that 1977 penny in your coin jar, take a closer look. Check the color. Check the details. Look for errors. Because sometimes the smallest coin can hold the biggest surprise. If you love coin collecting and want to discover hidden value in everyday pocket change, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Like this video and share it with fellow collectors. And always remember, every coin tells a story. You just have to look closely enough to find it. Top 2. The United States of America Lincoln 1-cent penny 1975 with no mint mark. At first glance, it looks like any normal penny. Abraham Lincoln on the front, the Lincoln Memorial on the back. This design, created by Victor David Brenner, was used for decades and became one of the most recognized coin designs in American history. But the real question is, can a 1975 no mint mark penny be worth more than 1 cent? The 1975 penny without a mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. During that time, Philadelphia did not place a mint mark on cents, so no mint mark is completely normal for this year. In fact, billions of these coins were produced. That means in regular circulated condition, this coin is very common. But here is where things get interesting. In coin collecting, rarity is not only about how many were made. It is also about condition and errors. Most 1975 pennies you find in pocket change are circulated. You will notice wear on Lincoln's hair, cheek, and jaw. The Lincoln Memorial steps on the reverse may also look weak. These coins usually carry very little premium over face value. However, uncirculated examples are a different story. A coin with strong original luster, sharp details, and minimal contact marks becomes much more desirable. Collectors especially look for coins graded mint state 65 or higher. In high grades, population numbers drop significantly because most coins entered circulation. Color also matters. Copper coins are classified as brown, red-brown, or red. A fully red 1975 penny with bright original copper color is more valuable than a dull brown example. Finding a high-grade red coin from circulation is difficult, and that increases demand. Now let's talk about errors, because this is where excitement begins. Some 1975 no-mint mark pennies have off-center strikes. If part of the design is missing due to misalignment, collectors may pay strong premiums depending on how dramatic the error is. Another error to look for is a clipped planchet. This happens when the metal blank was improperly cut, leaving a curved clip missing from the coin's edge. Broad strikes and die cracks can also add collector interest. While 1975 is not famous for a major double die like some other years, minor doubling on lettering or the date can still attract attention if verified. Now let's discuss real market value. In circulated condition, a 1975 no-mint mark penny is generally worth 1 cent to a few cents in uncirculated mint state 65 red condition. The real market value is usually around $5 to $15 in mint state 66 red. The value often ranges from $20 to $60 depending on eye appeal. High-grade mint state 67 red examples have reached several $100s at auction. Exceptional top-quality coins with strong strike and bright red color have sold for over $1,000 in competitive auctions. That is the difference condition makes. So before you spend that 1975 penny, take a moment. Check the color. Look closely for errors. Examine the details under good lighting. Because sometimes a simple 1-cent coin can surprise you. If you enjoy discovering hidden treasure in everyday pocket change, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more valuable coin secrets. Every penny has potential, you just have to know what to look for. Top 3. The United States of America Lincoln 1-cent penny 1984 with no mint mark. At first look, it seems completely ordinary. Abraham Lincoln on the front, the Lincoln Memorial on the back. This classic design by Victor David Brenner remained on the reverse until 2008, and by 1984 it was already one of the most recognized coins in America. But hidden inside this common year is something collectors search for very carefully. The 1984 no-mint mark penny was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. In 1984, Philadelphia cents did not carry a mint mark, so having no mint mark is normal. Hundreds of millions were produced, which means in regular circulated condition this coin is very common. But here is where things become exciting. The 1984 penny is famous for one specific variety, the doubled ear error. This is one of the most popular modern Lincoln cent varieties. On this error coin, you will see clear doubling on Lincoln's ear. It looks like a second earlobe or a strong shadow behind the ear. This is not machine doubling. It is a true doubled die variety, and collectors love it. If you find a strong doubled ear example in good condition, you may be holding something special. Now let's talk about condition. Most 1984 pennies you find today show wear. Lincoln's cheek and jaw may be flat, and the steps on the Lincoln Memorial may lack detail. These coins are worth face value. However, uncirculated coins with bright original luster are much more desirable. Since 1982, pennies were made mostly of zinc with a thin copper plating. That means many 1984 cents develop spots or corrosion over time. Finding a clean, spot-free high-grade example is not easy. That increases collector demand for top-quality coins. Red color is extremely important for this year. A fully red uncirculated coin is worth more than a red-brown or brown coin. Copper-plated zinc cents lose their original shine quickly, so high-grade red coins are collected carefully. Now let's talk real market value and circulated condition. A normal 1984 no-mint mark penny is worth 1 cent to a few cents in uncirculated mint state 65 red condition. The value is usually around $5 to $15 in mint state 66 red. The value can range from $20 to $50 depending on quality. Mint state 67 red examples have sold at auction for several $100s. Now here is the exciting part. A 1984 doubled ear variety in circulated condition can sell for $20 to $50 depending on strength and condition. In uncirculated mint state 65 red condition, the doubled ear variety can reach $100 to $300. High-grade mint state 66 and above examples of the doubled ear have sold at auction for over $1,000. That is a huge difference compared to a normal penny. So check every 1984 penny carefully. Look closely at Lincoln's ear. Use magnification. Good lighting makes all the difference. Because this is one of those years where a small detail can mean big money. That if you love coin collecting and want to discover valuable error coins hiding in everyday change, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and keep watching. The next valuable penny could already be in your pocket. Top 4. The United States of America Lincoln 1-cent penny 1998 with the D mint mark. This coin features Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design created by Victor David Brenner that remained on the cent for decades. The D mint mark under the date tells us this coin was struck at the Denver Mint in 1998. The Denver Mint produced a very large number of pennies. That means in normal circulated condition, this coin is extremely common. Most examples found in pocket change have wear on Lincoln's cheek, jawline, and hair. The memorial steps on the reverse are often weak. In this condition, the coin is worth only face value. But here is where collectors get excited. The 1998 D penny is famous for a major variety known as the wide AM. On the reverse of normal circulation strike cents from this era, the letters A and M in the word America are very close together. However, a small number of 1998 D pennies were accidentally struck using a proof reverse die. On these coins, the A and M are clearly separated. There is visible space between the letters. This is called the 1998 D wide AM variety, and it is one of the most valuable modern Lincoln cent varieties. If you find a normal close AM coin, it is common. But if you discover a true wide AM example in good condition, you may have a valuable coin. Condition also matters greatly. Since 1982, cents have been made from zinc with copper plating. These coins easily develop spots and surface issues. Finding a clean, bright red high-grade coin is not simple. That makes top condition examples more desirable. Collectors classify color as brown, red-brown, or red. A full red coin with strong luster always brings stronger prices than a dull or spotted example. Now let's talk real market value. A normal 1998 D penny in circulated condition is worth 1 cent. In uncirculated mint state 65 red condition, a normal example is usually worth $5 to $15. Mint state 66 red examples can sell for $20 to $50 depending on eye appeal. High-grade mint state 67 red coins have reached several $100s at auction. Now here is the exciting part. A 1998 D wide AM variety in circulated condition can sell for $200 to $500 depending on condition. In uncirculated mint state 65 red condition, the wide AM variety can bring $500 to $1,000. High-grade certified examples of the 1998 D wide AM have sold at auction for several $1,000s. That is a massive difference compared to a regular penny. So check every 1998 D penny carefully. Turn the coin over and look at the word America. If the A and M are clearly separated with space between them, you might have found something special. If you enjoy discovering hidden treasure in everyday pocket change, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned. Because sometimes the smallest detail on a tiny coin can turn 1 cent into serious money. Top 5. The United States of America Lincoln 1 cent penny 2005 with the D mint mark. This coin features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. The D mint mark under the date tells us it was struck at the Denver Mint. By 2005, pennies were made of zinc with a thin copper plating, which means they can easily develop spots, bubbles, or surface damage over time. Now here is the important part. The 2005 D penny was produced in very large numbers. That means in normal circulated condition, this coin is extremely common. Most examples you find in change show wear on Lincoln's cheek and jaw, and the memorial details may look soft. In this condition, the coin is worth face value. But collectors do not stop there. Condition is everything in coin collecting. Because these coins were made for circulation, finding one in perfect condition years later is not easy. Many 2005 D cents have contact marks, scratches, or dull surfaces. A coin with strong original red luster, clean surfaces, and sharp details becomes much more desirable. Color is also very important. Copper-plated zinc cents are graded as brown, red-brown, or red. A fully red example with bright original shine will always be worth more than a spotted or toned coin. Now let's talk about errors and varieties, because that is where value can increase. Some 2005 D pennies have off-center strikes. If part of the design is missing due to misalignment, collectors may pay strong premiums depending on how dramatic the error is. Another error to look for is a broad strike, where the coin was struck without the retaining collar, causing it to appear wider and thinner. Die cracks and die chips can also add interest. Occasionally, you may find coins with plating errors, where the copper layer bubbles or peels. While minor plating issues are common, dramatic examples can attract collectors. Although 2005 is not known for a major double die variety like some earlier years, always examine the date and lettering carefully. Strong doubling can significantly increase value if confirmed. Now let's discuss real market value.in circulated condition. A 2005 D penny is worth 1 cent.in uncirculated mint state 65 red condition. The real market value is usually around $5 to $15.in mint state 66 red. The value often ranges from $20 to $40 depending on eye appeal. High-grade mint state 67 red examples have sold at auction for several $100s. Rare top population coins, in exceptional condition, have reached over $1,000 in competitive auctions. That is the power of condition in modern coin collecting. So before you ignore that 2005 D penny, take a closer look. Check the color. Look for errors. Examine the details under good lighting. Because even modern coins can surprise you if you love searching for valuable coins in everyday change. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay with us for more hidden coin treasures. The next valuable penny could already be in your pocket.